I have carried wrong shit. No. So yeah, let's react to another video. How to play Alan.
This video. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to OC Mania School. In this video we'll be covering long notes and how to improve on them as a skill set. By the time you finish watching this video, you'll hopefully be able to play long notes slightly more consistently, as well as learning a thing or two about long notes themselves.
How to play
This
Alan.
video is split up into different...
Man, I comment and I don't get any attention from it. Man.
different categories, and you can see them by hovering over this video's playback timeline or by looking in the description. However, I would recommend watching the whole video to get all of the information this video provides, as it can be very helpful to any skill level. Before we get into advice and whatnot, let's remind ourselves of what long notes actually are. Hate them or love-hate them, long notes are the same as regular notes, but they require you to continually hold an input longer than you would regular notes. Long notes need to be held entirely throughout and released exactly on the point that they end.
Holy
this
shit.
is different to the way
Long
OC
note
standard
slow
works
jam.
with sliders,
I will
because you can release
SV.
relatively early or late on the sliders and still maintain accuracy. This is the same with Stepmania and some other rhythm games. These long notes are typically mixed in with regular tap notes for more intricate and complex patterns to create different...
No, long note comes with SV. Because ARCAD LNSV.
difficulty spikes in gameplay. They usually keep the player on their toes as they require a lot of brain
Bro, this is not even LN, this is something hybrid.
power to read and even more physical power to hit accurately.
This
is what the community
this map,
struggles
I
with
mean.
the most, just based on leaderboards or lack thereof, and with the demand of this video on my community post. Now that
Man, I wanna know how to play SV.
we know what long notes actually are, we should move on to getting started with long notes. But before that, I should also let you know that there is a Google Sheet linked in the description. This sheet is filled with long note maps and hybrid maps, so you can get all of the training you need
Let's
for long
go!
notes.
Someone actually did this.
Maps on the sheet will always be sorted
Big
by the
credit
data
to
was
you.
added to the sheet. But if you want to sort it by one of the columns, just highlight all of the columns at the top, and then create a new filter in the Data tab. From there you'll be able to sort it how you want. Now that's out of the way, we'll start by dissecting how these pesky patterns actually function. Remember how I said earlier that long notes need to be held all the way through? Well, it's even more strict than it sounds. Long note accuracy is based on the initial hit, the hold, and the release. So if you mess up on at least one of these three things, you'll ruin your accuracy for them. Let's move on to what you should focus on. If you're stuck on 1-star long note maps or below, you'll want to focus on holds and releases. Holds are usually pretty easy here, so you don't need to
Wait, it's a 1-star long note. I know.
spend too much time on holds for the moment. You'll just want to familiarize yourself with how long notes actually work. If you're stuck on one,
Actually, you should. I mean, if you want to start playing LNs, you should start with at least 4-star LN map, because it's easier to handle like some LN speed or something like that, because it's easier to handle for like non-LN players, and yeah, it's more familiar with some speed shit. I don't know.
1 to 2.5 star long note maps, you should still focus on holds and releases, but now you should primarily aim to improve on your holds, because usually
Also, long note don't come with star rating, because there are some 4-star LN map that is harder than 6-star LN map. I mean,
long note maps at this stage try to get you to hold more than one note at a time. If you're stuck on 2.5 to 4.5 star long note maps, then you'll need to work on everything that long note maps are usually accompanied with at this level, while also...
well, 2.5 to 4.5 is really a really good difficulty range to to practice the release LN map because of there are so many tournaments use it, and yeah, they're between something that you can get used to with easily, and something that actually can make you practice, make you improve, something like that.
Practicing long note patterns and functions. This includes, but is not limited to, releases, holds, shields, inverse, mini jacks, and other technical
But oh yeah, 4.5
pattern.
there is
And
a
lastly,
mini
anything
jab.
higher than that, you'll need to focus on everything I mentioned previously, but also work on your raw physical stamina.
Actually 4.5 star there are so many branch of LNs. There are like LN speed, something like I know easy MMR, I think. Some speed crazy OD0 sign map easy MMR Felix speed or something like that, and there are review. I mean I need to mention him because uh he's like the really well known release LN mapper in the past, and there is Timing Hell, and there is something LN Mini Jack, LN Grace, some crazy stuff. So many things happening in the range of 4.5 star plus. The world is harder than Phoenix. Yeah. I, 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 I am agreeing with that.
As
Okay.
hybrid maps become more apparent here, the less long notes become the main focus, but rather an additional pattern included with the maps. Okay.
Actually, this, 4.5 is still the range. You still need to focus on the release, but for 5.5 is where the stamina starting to become a thing, starting to affect you, and yeah, inverse are requiring so many stamina because of, I don't know, tension or something like that.
Okay, so now that we know what to focus on, let's move on to giving you advice. For now, we'll talk about the releases. For those who use bar skins, it's a lot easier to tell when a long note is going to end, because all you have to do is
Bro, really? Really? Bro, I think I don't know, but I think using arrow is more comfortable with me. I don't know.
wait until the long note fully disappears. But for those with receptor skins like me, it's slightly more awkward. Notice
It's
how in
rather
this
low.
clip, the long notes are still there even when they're fully disappeared. For those with skins like this, you'll have to release a few milliseconds later than you'd think you'd have to. It's barely
I mean, you don't need to focus on that. You will release late anyway. On some maps, like some crazy release, Juan Kistro, Ravel, you will release late anyway because of some quirky stuff. I mean,
noticeable, and you may get used to it by naturally playing, although I do think you should acknowledge its existence. And for those with lane covers on your skin,
God help you.
one of the best ways to improve on releases early is to play convert maps. If you don't know what convert
what? What? Just shut up, don't play convert map, and shut up, go play chicken attack as you like it by Ravel or some other stuff by Juan Cristo. That is like more more useful than convert maps. I mean, that's funny. Yeah. I think this point he got wrong.
Maps are. They're essentially just standard maps translated into Mania maps. If you want to convert your standard maps, all you have to do is switch your game mode to Mania in the song selection menu and play a standard map. I recommend grouping by game mode in the sorting area when doing this, so it's a lot easier to distinguish what maps are converts and what maps are Mania maps. If you can't find any good convert maps or any maps in general that focus on long notes, remember to check my long note Google Sheet linked in the description. There are a few to choose from there.
I
Moving on to
mean, long
holds.
note Google Sheet might have better pattern than convert maps.
I think holds in particular become a little more relevant in the 2-star range onwards, because long note patterns usually have more than one long note being held at a time. At this stage, I believe it would be beneficial to you to learn some full long note inverse. I know that must sound crazy, but learning full inverse will help you hit more difficult long note patterns in the future.
I think this is true. I actually don't know much about it, but yeah, maybe some practice some full long note help you with strain, stamina, and shit, and some tension handling, and your strain on harder map will be less, I think, because you get used to it.
And get you used to the feel of inverse patterns.
Yeah. The tails in arrow circle skin are good for late game inverse. You start to be able to read the drives instead of being overwhelmed by our bodies. Release mapped by our mappers have a deep feel compared to standard converts. That's why this is the only thing it got so far. Maybe
Even though inverse patterns are occasional
by
in
poly
ranked long note
and
maps, you should still work on them anyway because they make you a stronger long note player in general. Not many people can do inverse. Also, if you're struggling with reading inverse, just try to imagine that the game is genuinely inverted. Picture the game as, if you let go, you lose. I think it's also
yeah, this
worth
thing
mentioning that physical stamina can also
this thing he's gotten right so far. I mean I even wrote in this where is it? Yeah, here. Yeah, you need to look at the space between now and it makes you read easier, and yeah, that's true. I mean, he explained in another way, so maybe yeah, he's right. Okay, so let's move on.
fall under the holds category, but I think it's best if we talk about it separately as it applies to almost anything in Mania. When playing long notes, it can be very easy to feel the need to hit the keyboard as hard as possible to maintain accuracy. While I can see why most players do this, doing this can have numerous negatives. You can lose stamina very quickly as you're putting a lot of unnecessary tension in your fingers,
True. I mean,
which is not
yeah,
only
that's
bad
true.
for your stamina but is very bad for your fingers. You might seize up a lot faster when tapping harshly, and you may even drop accuracy because of this. When playing long note maps, it's important to
I mean, it's like nowadays problem are like you hit too hard, like you put too many tension on some inverse density shit, and you get tired of it, and you can play it. That's all. It's nowadays problem on why people cannot play LN. I actually hit harder for accuracy reason. Yeah, maybe when your stamina is enough, you can actually hit harder for improving your accuracy. That's the point too.
remember that stamina plays a big role, especially on harder maps. If you use all of your stamina on a long note section, you won't have much stamina left to play the rest of the map. That being said, working on your
Well, I think stamina on long note section is, stamina on long note section is not the same, I think, because of you didn't put the force or like some speed crazy stuff, but you put the tension. It's not the same. It's not the same. I think it's not the same.
Your own physical stamina is important, so try to practice maps that contain skill sets other than long notes to improve your own stamina. And I think that's all.
You need to practice long note. Like you need to practice inverse, not stamina. You need to practice keep the tension on inverse. Something like Sakura Trip on Dan 10 of Allen. I need to mention that and so many stuff. Yeah, you need, or maybe some inverse convert map. I think there is a converter somewhere too, and yeah, that's
All I want to say for stamina in this video, as I most likely want to save this topic for another video in the future. Lastly, I'll be talking about modifiers. More specifically, the mirror and the score v2 modifiers. The mirror modifier flips the whole map horizontally, so patterns played on the left hand will have to be played on the right hand and vice versa. This modifier is good for monitoring your plays because it allows to see which hand is exceeding in long note patterns. For example, if you complete a map and do really well without the mirror modifier, and then you proceed to go and do the same map with the mirror modifier, and do significantly worse, you might need to work on either your ability to read, or your ability to hit the notes on a certain hand. The other
Well, yeah, I'll admit I have this problem. Sometimes my left hand is fucked. My left hand is fucked on controlling, but my right hand is fucked on stamina. Yeah, that's a funny thing about my capability on Osumania. How does applies for everything? Yeah, it applies for everything like technical pattern or speed or stamina or even yeah, everything.
other mod, Score V2, is
Oh shit. Oh shit. This is the hell invitation. No. Iron Score V2 is fun with only individual type of map. Iron Score V2 is good to practice with some, yeah, Ravel, Orchestra, or some Iron release map by, I don't know, Min, Guden, or some other Iron mappers, I don't know. Yeah, it's good to practice with Score V2, but yeah, some Iron speed you can play with Score V1, that's okay.
really good for monitoring long note accuracy and is recommended by a lot of pro players because it
Is recommended by a lot of pro players. I think. Here we go. Wait till we get to column lock. Yeah. The problem with Score V2 is column locking. And yeah. And well, I don't know.
It includes the perfect timing window into your accuracy, showing you nothing but your raw accuracy. The best way to use this
the point of using Score V2 to practice because it counts the combo on hold and release, not in between. And there is the column lock so you can get more focus. Yeah, and another reason is it gets used in so many tournaments. I mean, it's very common in tournament to use go with 2.
This mod effectively is to use it in a run, then proceed to watch the replay back to take note of where your accuracy struggles. From there you can kind of figure out what you need to improve on. Don't forget that the Score v2 mod is not rankable, so if you make any play with it, it won't be added to any leaderboards other than your local ones. And as we come to the end of the video, I'd like to once again recommend looking through the Google Sheet in the description. It has a lot of very helpful maps in there, and I recommend just looking through it and
Holy
playing
shit.
as many maps as you can.
Holy shit! Yeah, he didn't talk about column lock. Holy, but yeah, I'm looking at his plays. Is I think he gets very painful though. He column lock in the video. Yeah.
To see if you can get anything out of it. And I'd also like to thank those who gave map suggestions. It helps a lot. This was my first ever proper skill set tutoring video, so any feedback for this video will be very beneficial, not only to me, but for the people who are craving to learn about this stuff.
Okay, so I think I can give some feedback through the reaction of the Twitch stream. Yeah, I will post it to YouTube channel about how to play LN reacts to how to play LN tutorial. Yeah, I still appreciate the effort to try to guide the players to guide and encourage the players to try something new, something like that. Yeah, still this video this video still has some flaws.
I sincerely hope this video helped in some way, and just before I go, remember that the secret way to instantly get better is to just play more.
I mean, get better is play more is sometimes true, sometimes it's not very true, I think. Because of at certain point, if you play more, you will get mind block, and you will start getting demotivated, and you don't play that, and you will get demotivated and be like, oh shit, I'm so bad. I don't have a motivation to play to improve anymore. That's why play more is not really a good suggestion, because sometimes you gotta play less. I mean you can play more, but at a certain point you need to play less. Yeah. Yeah, and another suggestion from Polytetro in chat, I would have recommend Alan Tell Color Chance that reading improvement or opacity change. There's one way you can improve in Alan reading as well. Maybe that's a good point, but yeah, I haven't tried that yet. I'm good with my own skin. I mean, yeah. Or you can go cheating like Prosequos and Tail and get like Yugure in like one try or something like that. I mean, that's funny. Okay, so let's read the description part of getting negative ratio and bad score due to long nose. Learn how to play them with this video. You will be using DT on Blue Zenith in no time. I mean, I can play LN, but I cannot play Blue Zenith because of jump stream. I mean, LN is not a problem for me. The problem is at the jump stream. That's all. if you want to play Blue Senate DT, you need to search about how to trill properly, something like that. Not search about how to play LN. Okay, so about Google Sheet and map suggestion, let's see. Oh, there's a division of skill level. Let me see if any map I know. Holy shit! This is my map! This is my map! Let's go! Yeah, I mean Levigus is good for practicing and release though. I mean this map by Durko, I don't know. Let's see if any map I actually know about. Education. Oh no, position is like position. I mean, it's good for tension practice though. I mean, it's good on. It's better to practice on DT. I think. Holy shit, full LN training, and I'll say again, Blue Zenith is not LN map. Okay. Okay, poetic justice is a good LN map, and it's not inverse. It is released. Poetic justice is not inverse. Okay. But yeah, it's still a good map. But possible. Hey, yeah, possible is it's a good map to do. I mean, good map to practice. And it's not like it is not initiate level. It's like something like expert level, I think. I mean, I don't recommend playing easy island map first. I recommend playing something like 4 or 5 star first. I mean, holy shit! It's another map by me. And wait, 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 wait. I mean, Kasete is a good map. I can confirm it if you want to practice Alan. And it's not Alan technical, it's Alan release. It's not that technical though. Have no types is TB. I mean you have fun with it. And yeah, Memories is another good map. But again, it's not inverse. This is released, or maybe it's the technical. But like, holy shit! Holy shit! This big brain. Practice Alan by playing LNSV. That's a big brain. Okay, so yeah, nothing else, I guess. Skill level definition end game. 6.5 star. Professional 530 to 6.49 star. Experts 4.5 star. Adept 2.5 star. Initiate 1.5 star. Beginner 0 star. No. 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 No! I said you shouldn't play easy LN map at first because you will get bad and mad at it and you will not practice again. You understand? Because easy LN map you focus on release, which is something that drives player want get used to it easily. Yeah. You should only play out and unlike when you have a basic jump stream fundamentals. I think yeah, when you can hit things properly, like something like some intermediate stuff. I mean, when you can hit some expert difficulties or some extreme stuff, then practice playing out and I mean that would be good. But yeah, my user account is not user friendly. They're making my own complex ranking system. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I learned now and after then 7. I learned now and because of tournaments. Tournaments is where you need to learn. I mean, if you sign to tournament, you need to learn. At some point, you need to learn LN, you need to learn SV. You need to learn something like technical mini jack, yeah. Because you need to get used to tournaments. That's all. Yeah. But well, that's all for reaction to LN, how to play LN. Actually, we don't have a polyrhythm Q&A today because the two, I mean, that not really there are few questions and I can answer so shortly. Man, that sucks. All right. I think we should end the stream and yeah, see you guys in YouTube or some random platform. I think. Yeah. See ya. Peace. Have a good one. What do you do, LNSP, please? Maybe.